There's a bold and very big new resident on the Maine coast, but with a familiar name.
The brand new training ship for Maine Maritime Academy arrived last week. 207's Don Kerrigan, of course, could not wait to go on board.
No, I couldn't. I was eager to see this new ship. The federal government is building 5 identical new training ships for the nation's merchant marine colleges. This is the 3rd one to be completed. It was less than 2 years ago when we took the final cruise on the old training vessel State of Maine, and even then this new one was under construction. It was a big moment, finally complete and with a fireboat salute. The new State of Maine sailed into Maine waters, ready to train new generations of merchant mariners. For as long as Maine Maritime Academy has been training people to go to sea, it's had to have ships to do that. They've had 4 of them up to now, all well used before they came to Maine. This ship is brand new. How is she?
Great. It's an amazing ship. Very lucky to have her.
Captain Gordon Mac MacArthur brought his new ship up from Philadelphia.
We did a lot of kind of playing around on the way up. We did test the bow and stern thrusters, pushed all the buttons, did all the things, went full speed for a while. It's faster, more capable, rides better than the old ship. Yeah. I love the old ship, but this is better.
Better, he says, because there is far more room. There's a bigger dining area for the student crew. Multiple classrooms with more space for teaching with navigation charts, among other skills. Hallways a bit wider.
4-man.
Sleeping areas fresh and more spacious, and a lot more of them.
You guys want to see the lounge?
A few more creature comforts for students off duty. But the biggest difference may be separate spaces for training. For the first time, there is a separate training bridge, a duplicate of the actual ship's control bridge right above it. That means hands-on training with the most modern tools. Academy senior William Sherrill likes it.
It's not going to be crowded. You're going to have that one-on-one experience with your faculty that, our academy is known for.
And the actual operation of the ship from the main bridge will happen at the same time. And way down below is what Chief Engineer Aaron Foy calls the best part.
So this here is engine room 1. In the back we have engine room 2. Basically what you see here is the same exact what you see in the other room.
4 big diesel-electric engines, 26,000 horsepower total. But in dual state-of-the-art engine rooms, so one can always be used for training, and senior engineer Margaret Archibald says that is big.
So if something breaks, we don't have to wait until we're in port. We can get together, we can take it apart, we can fix it, we can put it back together while still running the other engine room.
Chief likes it just as much, because he says the engines, the control systems are all new and up to date, like the ones students will find when they graduate and go to sea.
That's my goal, is to produce a better mariner so that when they step on board, they understand what's going on in the engine room, that they can make sound decisions on what's happening to them at that single moment, get the anxiety out of them here, so that when they're feeling that pressure, they know exactly what to do.
Maine Maritime Academy and its thousands of graduates and supporters have waited years for this ship. So they held a big celebration, including officials from Washington and Maine senators who helped get the money to build the new training ships. Also noting that the state of Maine and the 4 ships like her have a second mission: disaster relief when needed.
Yes, it was designed with that in mind. We have 760 beds that we can house relief workers. We have the roll-on, roll-off cargo bay, so we can put the ramp down somewhere, load a bunch of bucket trucks or relief vehicles.
The rear deck with its helicopter pad is also built to hold down containers like this one. Dozens can be lifted on board and latched down to carry more supplies when necessary. Chief Foy says they could even put up more shelters for more people. Seniors Margaret and William won't get to sail on the new ship. Their final training cruise was last summer on a ship from Texas A&M, but they have learned the lessons and the maturity that this school seems so able to teach.
Junior year, again, I was in charge of almost 430 people for an entire summer for 71 days. So as a 21-year-old, that's a pretty, that's a pretty high bar, but the academy gives you the tools you need to be successful.
We can definitely credit to the summer sea terms working with the ship's crew is they teach you that problem-solving order so that when you're faced with something that you don't know, you know how to approach where to find the solution.
The shiny new state of Maine will be getting a new and much larger pier at the campus in Castine. But the pier isn't quite finished yet, so the ship will spend April in Portland. She will sail in early May with hundreds of students on board eager for the open sea and to get that training and learning for a lifetime. One thing that hasn't changed from the old ship is how many flights of stairs you have to climb to get just about any place up or down in that ship. And this one has 10 decks high instead of 7 in the old one.
Elevators?
I got worn out.
Any elevators?
There is one little one. I don't know when it gets used. You can't prove it by me. But very impressive.
You got your workout in.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.